What's up, guys? I just started to play today's puzzle, and what can we do? We can take that rook, but it's too slow, yes, because once we take it, he bakes us. He takes the c pawn with check, and we are doomed. So what if we take the bishop with check? Where does the king goes? I'm asking where the king goes, because if we take back with the knight, then I say the next check with the queen anyways, and then pick up his rook, and we will survive after that. So his king should go somewhere, like c3. Let's first do this. Okay, king goes c3, and now if I say check at c3, it doesn't help much. Yeah, check at c3 doesn't help much, but we're up a pawn. Yes, up a piece. I can even play bishop b6 to save the c pawn. It's not just saving a pawn, but also it's saving the game. Yeah, okay. What can he do? He can do nothing, right? If I say check, he goes to... I don't see what to do. Okay, let's say bishop b6, saving the pawn, and consequently the game. And we do nothing, right? What can he do? I don't see anything, and we are up a piece, up a complete piece. Does he have any check? Oh yeah, he has a check. No, he doesn't have. Yeah, he has a check with the knight on f6, not right away. After I play bishop b6, he takes my bishop with the rook. If I take back, he says check on f6. So this is not desirable for us. Or is it? So let's see what happens if I say check with bishop. He goes one step away, and I don't see what else I have. What to do next? Check goes back. No. Goes to b3, and I don't see anything that's strong after his king is on b3. Oh, but I think it is okay. It's not just b3. It can go also to c4. It is not even a forced move. So I believe I should play this b6, bishop b6, but then he takes my bishop. And what to do next? Let me play this. Okay, he did it simply, and we are happy for that. Let's take it. What I was thinking and was afraid of. Okay, here, first of all, he couldn't take it because I say this check and then grab this rook. And then if he comes back to apply the same idea of like going for mates, I can defend my c pawn. And okay, if you're wondering why should I defend the c pawn, is because, like, if I take, for example, this rook, he says check, and then wherever I go, he will mate me in. Okay, I don't have many choice to go. So this is why I had to defend that c pawn, and I did it like that. And again, I defended here, and I was afraid of this move at this point. To take here, I take here, he says check. And what I thought is that, okay, even though he takes my rook temporarily and we are even in material, but I can capture his knight anywhere, basically, because once I go here, his knight has no escape room. This was the reason that I said let's play this move. Okay, to the next one. Okay, we can take the queen, but we can say check with the bishop first. What can he do? Not much. Alright. We say check with the bishop, he takes. He just pushes pawn or moves the king. If he moves the king to e8, is a big mistake, because first I take his queen with the queen, he takes back, and then I say check with the knight on c2 and grab his rook. Okay, let's first of all, let's count the material. He is up a knight, 2 knights. He's up 2 knights. So this is a little bit dangerous. So I should take this first one, of course. Maybe I should just attack the rook, because when I attack the rook, he cannot... Oh, if I attack the rook, he takes my pawn with check. And if I move the king, takes my pawn with check with the queen. Checks with the queen. And if I move the king, takes my bishop, and I'm doomed. Am I? Maybe I'm not doomed. No, I'm doomed. Yeah, if I don't do something direct, then I am doomed. What if I capture the queen and then take the pawn? Yeah, I think I should capture this queen. Oh, shit. Take the pawn. I could say this check and then take his knight. Oh. Wow, what a strange position. If I say check, he brings the rook in front. If I take it and say check, he plays king h2 and takes back, and then I can say check at the c2 and win his rook. So if I say check, he doesn't bring the rook in front. Instead, he will play king f g2. But I don't have anything right now to prevent king g2. I can directly play king rook queen f1. Queen f1. He cannot play king f2 anymore, and I'm threatening to say check and h7 and mate it. So, and still I'm keeping eye on that. Okay, it's finished. Okay, let me tell you what happened. I'm keeping eye on that weak rook, d3 rook. So when I play here, my threat is to say mate on h7, because not a mate, but like if we do whatever, let's say, okay, no, this is with check. Let's say most stupid move. Okay, I play this here, and this rook is gone, and the rest of the pawns. So what can he do right now is he knows that this rook is gunner, so he should move the other rook, right? He should move this other rook somewhere. Instead, we say this check, he comes here, we take, and guess what? After he takes, we just need 1 or 2 check to grab the material back. And this rook doesn't have any escape room. You may say that why rook went there, why it doesn't go like here, right? Yeah, here, because we directly attack the knight soon, because after taking this, I'm threatening to play f2, f3, rook f3. So he should defend it. How to defend f3 this is not the way, because that's killer. So this is the way to defend f3, but then then the king is in a very bad position. And I think at this moment I'm not sure, but I think I can deliver the same check as before, because this time if he goes there, we first, yeah, we can attack the rook and then win the material. Yeah, okay, it was a little bit complicated. Had many variations, so and I'm not sure if it was a suitable puzzle to be here. Even though I solved it, but I'm not sure if it was suitable. Okay. Take it. Say check. King goes. King takes the rook. Say check again with the queen. King goes away. Push the pawn. Is it mate? I think this is mate. Oh no. Come on. There was a much easier mate. What I thought was this. I take, he takes, I say check, he takes, I go here, check, he goes there, I go here, check. And I thought he goes back, and then I can push this pawn. Okay, I didn't see the queen comes in. Okay. I shouldn't play it so fast. I should play carefully. We want to reach our destination 3000. We don't want to stay in this point forever. Okay, check at the bottom. King goes up, check with the bishop. King goes up, check with the queen. No, it's not possible to check with the queen. So check with the bishop was wrong. Check with the queen at the bottom again. King goes up, check with the queen at g8. Again, king goes up, check with the bishop. No, I don't see any continuation from here. So this should be very easy puzzle, very well-known tactical pattern that I'm not aware of. Or another option is that check with the queen, king goes up, and then bishop f7. Bishop f7. He has one check with the rook. We defend that check. Yeah. This queen h8 is forced, okay? Bishop f7. Bishop f7 is somewhat more made, yes, because then the next move I play queen g8 and there is no way to prevent it. So he should play actively against bishop f7. f7 is that a square. You can see f and 7, so you can find f7, of course. And it's one of the key squares in weakest squares to attack the kings. Especially when it is castled king side. If it is castled queen side, then it's a good square for knight to hop in, because it's always weak. It doesn't have a defensive resource most often. Okay, f7, bishop f7. My fear is that he plays rook e2 check. I play king f1. Then what? He plays rook e1 check, sacrifices the whole rook. I take the rook, and then he plays queen. No, oh, not queen. Oh, I shouldn't take the rook, because if I take the rook at e1, he pushes pawn to c2 with check, and his queen comes in, and I don't have a chance to stand against it. So rook e2, king f1, rook e1, king f2, then his queen again comes in. So f7 seems to be illogical. There is one more move to consider, but I don't think it's suitable to consider. I thought about after rook e2, I go f1. That was failure. After rook e2, I can go f3 with king. That's also not good because then he can play queen e4 check, and I have to swap queens, and then he takes back with the rook, and he's much better than me. So apparently f7 is not the way to go. It's too slow. What about playing with bishop? Bishop g8, king up, queen c6. King can go to h5 and g5 only. Yes, there is no other option. h5 sounds to be bad because my bishop can also say check, and soon we deliver mate. So it goes okay. Anyway, it's good. Let's do it. And here is the queen. Here is my h5 4 pawn. Okay, he sacrificed a whole queen. Okay, today we didn't progress a lot, so I just uploaded, and there's nothing to say about these tactics. What I can talk about the very thing that I didn't say here. I thought about this move, but yeah, it's even easier. He can say check, and after exchange, he's up a whole lot. Okay, that was today's tactic. See you next time.